Hey, Rick here. Thought I'd do a little videoing today. Got a project going on here at the house that I'm wanting to get done, something I've not done before, so thought maybe we would video it and we'll see how it turns out. Haven't done any videos for a while because I've been busier than a one-legged man in, well, you know what kind of contest. So anyway, not to offend any one-legged men, that's not what I meant, but anyway, that aside, our house was built in 1954. It still has the original countertops, cabinets, all that stuff in it, and really there's nothing really wrong with them other than they're kind of outdated. But the countertops are very ugly. They're pink. And so what I did was I ordered a kit off of Home Depot that is supposed to make your countertops look like granite. So anyway, we're gonna kind of take you through this process. Of course, it'll just be, we're not going to show you the whole thing, but we'll show you what we're doing, and we'll see how it turns out. Say hi to Spot. Anyway, okay, show you more. Okay, so what we've got here is we've got this older countertop that was probably put in the 70s, and then we've got this countertop over here from the 50s. Now, most of the countertop in here is stainless steel, but we also want to do this backsplash, so it'll make it look like granite, supposedly. And the kit over here, this is the kit we're going to use. I'll show that. And it's supposed to be dark gray and blacks and things like that, so hopefully it'll look pretty good. And it's a three-step process. The first step we have to do is we have to use some of these good Dollar General soap pads, and we have to scour all of the countertop surface, every little inch of it, rinse it 3 times, let it dry. Then we're going to put a primer on it. So we'll prime the, well, before we prime it, we'll actually tape it all off so that, you know, we don't get anything on the cabinets or anything like that. So then we're going to, once we get it taped off, then we're going to put the primer on it, and that has to set for 8 hours. So then we're going to come back after 8 hours, which will probably be tomorrow, and we start putting the first blobs of color on it. And you use this sponge thing, and it talks about in the video, which we watched last night, that you can take a paintbrush and draw grains and veins through it just like a real stone slab. They make it look really easy on the video that they made, so we'll see how that turns out. But anyway, I will show you some of the process as we go along, and we'll see what it looks like when we get finished. Okay, so we're going to take this scouring pad and we're going to scour these countertops, and then we're going to rinse them down. I just put a little water on here, and then these things already have the soap in them, so we're going to scour this down. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to take this clean terry cloth, kind of a rag or whatever, you know, and I'm going to wet this with just clear water, and we're going to start wiping this all down. We've got it all scrubbed now with the SOS pad, so we're going to wipe it all down. Get all this cleaned up, and they want you to rinse it with a rag like this a couple, 3 times before you, so that you're sure to get all the soap scum off of it. Now keep in mind, I've never done this before with one of these kits either, so if this doesn't turn out, then I'll guess you'll know what not to do the next time that you try this. And I'm just kind of gauging this being clean, kind of like I do when I shampoo carpets. Whenever the rinse water from this rag, or in the carpet case, the rinse water from the shampooer is clear, then you know you've got it clean. So we'll just keep running this over this and cleaning this and rinsing this rag until it's clean. You want to be sure and get all these little crooks and crannies clean. Yeah. Okay, everything is scrubbed and cleaned. And we took all the receptacle covers off, got everything prepped. Everything's cleaned. Even got clean burners on the stove now. Cool. So, anyway, everything's all cleaned. So the next step will be to tape it all off. So we'll show you more. Okay, as you can see, I've started taping up here, and what I'm trying to do is just take some tape and follow all this stainless steel trim around here, because I don't want to paint the stainless steel. Of course, I want that to be still shiny and everything. So I've went around here and, you know, just went up around here. Now what I'll do is I'll take some paper and come across here, and probably a little here. I just don't want to drip stuff on it everywhere. So, and then I started over here, and then I'm going to put some paper along here so no drips will get on the cabinets. So, all right, I'll show you more when I get it all taped up. Okay, so as you can see, I've got it all taped up. I just put this down because I don't want to, when I'm working on this, I don't want to drip anything on the stainless steel, although it would clean up easily. But so I kind of put that across there, and then here I didn't want anything dripping down on the cabinet, so I put a little stuff across there. And so now we're going to take our primer and we're going to shake that up. And they recommend that you take some aluminum foil instead of using a plastic liner and put in your paint tray. So I'm going to put the primer right in there, and then we'll take this cut-in brush that they provide, and we'll cut in all these little areas that you really can't get the roller in, and then we'll use the roller that they provide for the rest. So, alright, show you more. Okay, so we're going to start cutting in here a little bit, and going to get this in across there and get this primer on, and then it, like I said, it has to set for 8 hours, and so I'll show you more. Okay, so we got that all cut in, so now we're going to take our roller and we're going to roll the rest of this in, kind of smooth it all out, get it so it looks like all that pink is gone, which is the goal here. Don't want any pink in this kitchen, except for the inside of the cabinets are still painted pink, but that's not going to get changed. At least we won't have a pink countertop. And I'm going to go across this just to kind of make sure that gets all evened out. Okay. All right, I'll show you more when we get this done. Okay, well, it's been over 8 hours and this is all dry now, and with the prime coat on it. Actually, I think it looks pretty good black, but we're going to try to get all the other color put on here so that it looks like granite. Or at least that's what the manufacturer of the kit says it will look like. So we shall see how that works. So, okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take this sponge. They recommend you cut it in half, and they actually give you this to practice on with your colors. And then we have this sponge on tan looking color, and we have this sponge on different kind of dark tan color, and we have this sponge on white color. So, alright, I'm going to probably use the white first so that I can put that on there, and then I want to take a paintbrush and paint some little grooves in it like veins, and then I'll use these other colors, the darkest one last, to sponge back over all that. So the idea is to not make it look like a faux paint, but to make it look like granite. So I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll find out. Alright, show you more. Okay, so we're going to take this sponge. We've kind of cut it in thirds here or so, and we're going to randomly put this. They don't want any kind of pattern, because when you start filling all this in, it's supposed to start looking like some kind of a granite. Right now it looks like not very good, but we'll see what happens. And get all this done, then it's got to set another 8 hours, or 4 hours I think it says, and then we can put the clear coat on it. So, alright, we'll get some more of this done. And we'll see what it looks like when we get done. Alright, show you more. It's just me, kids. There's no one knocking doors. We can't do this much countertop. It's free. We'll just do this now, right? No pattern. Not really do it. Let's smack it down too hard to match it up. Interesting. This sounds like knocking door. Okay, well, there's the first coat. Actually, I think it looks pretty ugly at this point, so hopefully it will look better. I actually think this looks better over here than it did over here where I started, so there is kind of a technique to not making it look too patternized like right across there. So perhaps I can tone that down with the next colors. There's 2 more colors that's got to go on here yet. So anyway, alright, we'll see. Okay, so we're going to take the sponge here and this tan colored paint or stain or whatever this is. I've already done it on here, so we're going to do it over here on this part. So okay, so here's what it looks like after the second application, which was a kind of a tan color. So we will get busy and get the dark gray color put on it now, and it'll tone some of that down hopefully, because I think I actually liked it better looking black. So anyway, show you more. So now we're going to take this gray color and we're going to put the final coat on here, and it'll darken this down some, and then we're going to put the clear coat over it after it dries for 4 hours. So with that being said, we'll get started. They always think I'm knocking. Of course, I'm still filming, just so you know, but they think that I'm knocking on the door. I'm not knocking on the door, Tallulah. Okay, so we got the third coat put on here, or the third layer after the prime coat, and now we're going to let it dry for 4 hours, and then we can put the gloss clear coat on it, and then that has to set 4 hours, and then you can put the second coat on there, and then it dries 24 hours, and then we can start taking the tape all off. So anyway, I'll show you when we're putting the clear on. Okay, so now we've been 4 hours or so and it's all dry to the touch. So we're going to put the first coat of this high gloss top coat on here from this kit. And I'm going to have to use this brush because I don't have a foam brush, but I'm going to use this to cut in all the little areas, and then we'll use the roller to do all the flat large areas. So anyway, so show you more. Okay, so we got our paint tray here and our roller, and I'm going to use this cutting brush and I'm going to cut in around the edges here, and then I'll roll with the roller. I already did the one side. Looks like I got a piece of dirt in there, of course. So we'll get after it here. And this is the clear coat that goes on here. And it's not like it's water product, so it goes on I'm here and then dries clear, so it's going to like that. The little powder going to use when we reach our floor, so like that. Okay. Trying to get this easy. Okay, so we've got the first coat on, and you can see it's still kind of hazy white looking, so it's supposed to take 4 hours to dry. So hopefully it'll be a little more different color than this opaque looking white that it is over this darkness. So anyway, I'll show you more. Okay, it's been 4 hours, and so we're dry here, and it's actually pretty shiny. So we already got a second coat on this, so we're gonna put a second coat on this one. Okay, well there you have it. Everything's got so we're just going to let that set for 24 hours. So tomorrow evening I can come in here and take my utility knife and cut just the edges all the way around all this tape and pull all that tape off and all the way around everywhere, and we should be ready to put this thing back together. Alright, show you more. Okay, so it's the next day. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take my pocket knife and we're going to score right along this edge where I had to run the tape so that it doesn't want to pull any of the paint or sealer off. And then that way we can reach down here and pull this tape, supposedly, and it should peel right off of there. Now everybody has a countertop that has the edge that comes down over, but this one is not done that way. It has this stainless steel edging all the way around it. So, alright. Okay, so I'll get the rest of this tore off and then I'll show you what it looks like. Here's my number one helper. Can you say hi, Gunner? No, he probably is just more worried about what I'm getting ready to fix for supper. Anyway, okay. This is the kit that we purchased. And I am assuming you call this Giani Countertop paints. I have no idea if that's the right. I'm probably saying it wrong. Slate kit is the color, and you can see here, this is what it's supposed to look like. Now, this is what it looks like. So, sort of, kinda, but not really. Okay? Now, I will admit that I think this sort of does simulate granite, and I realize this is just a paint that you put on top of Formica. And I will say that I have tried to scratch this off in an area to see how well it adhered, and it is a great product. It really is on there, so I can't complain about that at all. My complaint is on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the best, I wanted this look. I did not want this look. So I would rate this at about a 2. Okay, I think the whole marketing picture, all the video that we watched, everything, it does not look like this. Okay, so anyway, with that said, I do think it looks presentable, and it's going to be appears to be a durable product. So it looks better than these old tired countertops. Well, that countertop over there, and across here to the backsplash, that was all from the 1954. This countertop had been replaced in the 70s, this section here. So, but anyway, at any rate, I just simply don't think that, although the product was fairly easy to put down, it seems to be durable, I think it is not what the picture shows. You guys be the judge, but anyway, so wanted to kind of give you that. Is my yeah, he's just wore out. He's had a hard day. So anyway, kind of wanted to give you my take on all this. So you decide. But if you're going to use this product, just be assured that it's probably not going to look exactly like the picture. Okay. So anyway, with that said, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoy this video. Bye.